Now let us start with this beautiful next question. Question number 28. Listen to this carefully, sir. Once you have learned the first 27 questions, whatever I have solved sometime before, these are all very easy questions to be solved. And that too I am telling you, sir, without using any of those tan 30, tan 60, tan 45, all those things. Without taking triangle, in triangle ABC, in triangle DEF. Like the way your textbook writes is, please try to avoid that kind of methodology and implement this method whatever I have taught you in all my problems by using method 2. Now see here, let us solve this problem. The top of two poles of height 24 meters and 36 meters are connected by a wire. That means there is a what is that pole? There is a pole. This pole is of 36 meters. There is another pole of 24 meters. This is the top of first pole. 36 meter pole, I will call it as AB. 24 meter pole, I will call it as CD. The top of two poles are connected by a wire. That wire is nothing but AC. I hope the first statement is clear. If the wire makes an angle of 60 degree with the horizontal, this wire is making, this is the horizontal line EC. This wire is making an angle of 60 degree with the horizontal. Then find the length of the wire. That means the AC value is what I am finding. This is the level ground BD and the wire is making an angle of 60 degree with the horizontal CE or EC, and I want to find the length of the wire AC. Now see here, sir, same logic I would like to implement. Can I say that this particular height of this tower AB is given as 36 meters in the question. This particular height tower CD is given as 24 meters in the question, right? It is given in the question as 24 meters. This will be 90 degrees. This is 90 degrees. If I continue further, if this is 60, this is 90, this should be remaining 30 degrees, right? This should be remaining 30 degrees. Now, can I say that? Can I say like this, sir? Think little logically. Can I say like this? It is given in the question that this value is 24. That means the BE value is also 24 meters in that case. Out of total 36, if BE is 24, that means AE should be remaining 12 meters. This is according to the question. According to the question, AE value is 12 meters. According to question, AE value is 12 meters. According to ratio, let us find it and then proportionately find the value. Now see here, as I have already taught you, opposite to 30, in a 30 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree triangle, opposite to 30, if it is 1 unit, then opposite to 60 will become root 3 unit. Or the other way of saying this is, opposite to 30, if it is root 3 units, then opposite to 60 will be 3 units. Both are absolutely same, because 1 into root 3 is root 3. Root 3 into root 3 will become 3. That means opposite to 30, instead of taking it as 1, I will assume it as root 3. I will assume CE value as root 3. If opposite to 30 is root 3, then opposite to 60 will become how much? It will become 3 units. That means AE value will become 3 units. That means according to the assumption, AE value is 3, but according to the question, AE value is 12. 3 should become 12. Multiply by 4. This root 3 also multiply by 4. That means the actual value of EC is nothing but 4 root 3. Actual value of AE is nothing but 12. I believe this part of question is very clear for you people. Now, what is that they are asking you in the question? They are asking you to find the length. To find the length of this wire AC. Length of the wire AC is what they are asking you. Now, same analogy if I implement. Opposite to 30 if it is 1. Opposite to 60 will be root 3. So, opposite to 90 in that case will be 2 units. So, opposite to 30 I took it as root 3. Opposite to 60 will become root 3 into root 3, it is 3. So, opposite to 90 will become 2 into root 3, it is 2 root 3. 2 root 3 is the value of AC according to my assumption, but according to the question how much they are asking, this value is multiplied by 4. Here also it is multiplied by 4. This also should be multiplied by 4. Answer is 4 into 2 root 3. AC value is 8 root 3. Everything in diagram itself you can find it out, sir. There is no reason for you to take that tan 60, tan 30, all those things which your textbook methodology teaches you and waste your time to a greater extent. There is no reason for you to use that methodology. I hope the idea of AC being 8 root 3 in this particular question is very clear for you people. Let us take another question, sir. Let us take one more question to illustrate the fact that method 2 what we are doing is one of the beautiful method to be implemented. Now see here. Your question is from the top of a hill 200 meter high, that means there is a hill. I will name that hill as AD, right? I will name that hill as AD. According to the question, it is given as 200 meter. Okay, let me keep this according to the question. Now, from the top of the hill 200 meter high, top of the hill is A, right? This is the top of the hill. The angle of depression of the top and bottom of a tower are observed to be 30 degree and 60 degree. There is a tower. This is the tower. I will call this tower as CE. Now, angle of depression of the top and bottom of the tower. That means if I draw a horizontal line here, from here to top of the tower, angle of depression, this particular angle is 30 degree. That means this angle C is nothing but 30 degree. Similarly, angle of depression to the bottom of the tower, that means this particular angle is 60 degrees. That means angle E with respect to the level ground is 60 degrees. Diagram is not drawn to the scale. Please adjust with this diagram whatever I have written, sir. It is not a straight line, but it is a straight line which is not drawn properly. Now, this is the angle of depression from the top of the hill to the top and bottom of the tower. Next, what is the height of the tower in meter? Height of the tower, this particular value of CE. CE value is what they are asking you to find it. Now, same logic I would like to implement once again, sir. This will be 90 degrees. Similarly, this is 90 degrees. If I apply the same methodology, I will not even change the methods. I will use the same methodology. Now, this is, if I take this triangle ABC, 30 degrees the angle given here. If this is 30, then angle A entirely should be 60 degrees. Then angle B is 90 degree, which is already known to us. Now, same logic. Opposite to 30, if I assume it as 1 unit. Opposite to 30, if I assume it as 1 unit. Opposite to 60, I will assume it as root 3 unit. Opposite to 30, if it is 1. Opposite to 60 will become root 3. Similarly, if I take this bigger triangle, which is the bigger triangle? Bigger triangle is ADE. Let me use a different color. For example, let me use this green color. For example, ADE. This is 60 degrees. This is 90 degrees. So this should be 30 degrees, right? This should be 30 degrees. Again, I will implement the same methodology or same ideology to solve this particular problem also. Opposite to 30. Opposite to 30 if it is 1 unit. Opposite to 30 if it is 1 unit. Opposite to 60 will become how much? Opposite to 60 will become root 3. Opposite to 60, the distance is AD, right? AD entirely will become root 3 units, right? AD entirely will become root 3 units. But think logically, opposite to 30, if it is 1 unit, yes, if it is 1 unit, then AD will become root 3. But this DE value is absolutely same as BC value. Both are absolutely same. BC is already fixed as root 3. So this one also should be root 3 only, right? One also should become root 3. That means multiply by root 3. That means I can say that opposite to 30, if it is root 3 units, then opposite to 60 will become 3 units. The opposite to 60 will become 3. That means entire AD value according to the question is 3. according to the assumption is 3. AD value according to the assumption is 3. AB value according to the assumption is 1. So BD value should be remaining 2 units. BD value should be remaining 2 units. That means what is that they are asking you in the question? The height of the tower. Height of the tower is nothing but CE. CE is absolutely same as BD, which is nothing but 2 units according to the ratio. That means, can I say that according to the ratio, if AD is 3 units, according to ratio, if AD is 3 units, according to the question, that same AD value is 200 units. Similarly, according to ratio, if CE value is 2 units, if CE value is 2 units, according to ratio, if it is 2, according to question, how much they are asking? 3 should become 200, multiply by 200 by 3. 3 into 200 by 3 is nothing but 200 itself. 2 also multiply by 200 by 3. 2 into 200 by 3 is answer for this question is 400 by 3, or in mixed fraction it can be written as 133 1 by 3 meters, which is nothing but my third option. I hope the idea is very clear for you people. If you remember the way I teach and ANC teach, in time, speed and distance, in time and work, in profit, loss and discount, you take any topic for that matter, everything find out according to your assumption, convert according to the question finally. That is exactly what I am doing here also. I found out according to my assumption AD value as 3 units, converted according to the question by using a multiplying factor. Similarly, I found out C value according to my assumption as 2 units, convert according to the question by multiplying with the same multiplying factor to arrive at the correct answer. I hope the idea is very clear in this way of problem solving. I believe that this should make you solve these problems, this kind of problems in the most easiest way possible. I hope these 2 problems, whatever I have discussed as of now, is clear for you people, sir. Question number 30. Same logic. Once you understand the methodology to be implemented, these are all very easily you can solve these questions. Question number 30. From a tower 125 meters high, that means I will name that tower. I will name that tower as tower AB, right? I will name that tower as tower AB. This is according to the question 125 meters high. This is according to the question. That is the reason in your textbook, if you see that 125, they will write it next to this itself. Next to the line tower AB itself, they will write it. Why am I writing very far from that? I am writing far from that because I want to multiply by using the multiplying factor after finding according to my assumption. I hope the idea you are getting very clearly, sir. This value is given in the question as 125 meter high, right? Next, from a tower 125 meter high, the angle of depression of 2 objects. There are 2 objects which are in horizontal line through the base of the tower. This is the base of the tower. There is a horizontal line. The 2 objects are C and D, for example. These C and D are on the horizontal line through the base of the tower. The angle of depression of these 2 objects through the base of the tower are 45 degrees and 30 degrees respectively. That means this angle of depression, it is 45 degrees, and this angle of depression, it is 30 degrees. I hope you are able to understand the logic, sir. I think that I don't need to write all these horizontals line here. Write this as 45, 30 and then mark here down. I hope we have solved many number of questions using angle of depression. So I believe that you can mark it straight forward in the angle which is actually needed. Now, these are the values which are given in the question as of now. And they are on the same side of the tower. Yes, that is also very important. It does not mean that C is on one side of B and D is on the other side of B. It does not mean like that. They are on the same side of the tower means both C and D are towards this right side of B, or both C and D are toward the left side of B. You can take any way the diagram, whichever you like. Next, the distance between the objects in meters is how much? This particular distance of CD, this is one object, this is the second object. The distance between the objects, CD distance, is what they are asking you in this question. Now see here, sir, again same logic I would like to implement. If I take the bigger triangle is triangle ABD. In triangle ABD, this angle is 30 degrees. Opposite to 30, if I assume it as 1 unit, opposite to 30, if I assume it as 1 unit, then opposite to 60, this entire angle is 60 degrees. Opposite to 60, it will be entirely root 3 units. That means this BD value is root 3 unit, right? BD value is root 3 unit. Similarly, if I take another triangle, triangle ABC, angle given here is 45. If this is 45 degrees, this also will be 45 degrees. Opposite to 45, if I assume it as 1 unit, then opposite to this 45 also this should be 1 unit. That means this entire value, this entire BD value is root 3. This BC value is 1. CD value will be, out of total root 3, remove that BC 1 unit. So this will be root 3 minus 1. Same logic I would like to implement once again. According to my assumption, AB is 1. According to question, AB is 125. 1 into 125 is only 125. According to my assumption, CD is root 3 minus 1. According to the question, how much? That also multiply by 125. Answer is 125 times of root 3 minus 1. Where is the difficulty in solving this question, sir? Please educate me if you are finding it difficult in this beautiful methodology. I am not interested, I am least bothered about writing in triangle ABC, tan 30, tan 60, tan 45, whatever it is. I don't like that method of textbook. Let this height be h, let this BC be h, let this CD be x. So don't use that variable method, creating an equation and solving. Finally arrive, convert everything whatever you have found out according to your assumption or according to the ratio. Finally convert according to the question. Simple. It can be so easy and beautiful working with numerical values rather than working with some variables which will kill our time. I hope you are able to understand this logic of solving by using method 2 of heights and distances. Next, question number 31. Question number 31. Let us understand it statement by statement. Your 31st question is, from a point P on the ground, there is some point P. This is on the ground. Let me draw that ground right now itself. Okay. From a point P on the ground, the angle of elevation of the top of a 10-meter tall building is 30 degrees. That means there is a building. I will name this building as AB, for example. This is the top of the building A. Top of the building is A. Angle of elevation of the top of the building from that point P on the ground, it is given in the question as how much? It is given in the question as 30 degrees. That is your point number 1. A flag is hoisted at the top of the building. There is a flag. There is a flag which is hoisted at the top of the building. This is the flag, right? This is the flag. This is the top of the flag. I will call it as F. A flag is hoisted at the top of the building. AF is nothing but the flag. And the angle of elevation of the top of the flagstaff from P is 45 degrees. That means this from point P to the top of the flagstaff, the angle of elevation, this particular angle is nothing but 45 degrees. Again, diagram is not drawn to the scale. Kindly coordinate with me, sir. Right? Find the length of the flagstaff. What is the length of this flagstaff? AF value is what they are asking, and they are saying that please use the value of root 3 as 1.732 if needed, right? If needed. Now see here, sir. Anyway, when that value is given, that means that you should use that value. That is the meaning. It does not mean that if needed. Now see here. If I solve this beautiful question, same logic I would like to implement once again, sir. If I take this triangle ABP, angle given is 30 degrees. According to my assumption, if I assume the value of opposite to 30 degree as 1 unit, if I assume the value of opposite to 30 degree as 1 unit, then opposite to 60, it will become, this will be 60 in that case. I hope you are understanding. This will be 60. Opposite to 60 will become root 3 unit. But according to the question, it is given that the angle of elevation of top of 10-meter tall building, that means according to the question, the building height is given as 10 meter. 1 should become 10, multiply by 10. This root 3 also multiply by 10. That means BP value is 10 root 3. BP value is 10 root 3 actually. Now see here. Same logic again, sir. If I continue further, suppose the question says, if I take this bigger triangle 45 degrees with the angle of 45 degrees, this entire angle is 45, this angle is 90 degrees, this angle is 90, that means this angle F also should be 45. Can I say the same analogy once again, sir? Opposite to angle F, which is 45 degrees, the value is 10 root 3. That means the opposite side of angle P, which is also 45 degrees, that entire angle should also be 10 root 3. That means FB value is 10 root 3. FB value totally from here to here, it is 10 root 3. From A to B, it is 10. That means this AF value will be, out of total 10 root 3, remove that 10 unit, you will get the value of AF value, right? You will get the value of AF, which is what is asked in the question. 10 root 3 value is 1.732. 10 into 1.732 is 17.32 minus 10. Answer for this question is 7.32 meters, which is your option 4. These are all very, very easy questions, sir. And believe me, these are easy because you are using this method. It is not easy just like that. I am trying to make it as easy as possible for my beloved students. That is the fact here. And I am not trying to boost here. I am not trying to boost myself. I am trying to tell that this is exactly the method you need to implement. And with practice, don't ever believe my words, sir. You prove it to yourself and say that whether it is becoming easy for you or not if you start implementing this method with a good number of questions being practiced. And I am damn sure that you will come out with an answer saying me that, yes sir, whatever you said is right. It is damn easy with this method what you are teaching. Please see this question. The angle of elevation of a top of a vertical tower situated perpendicularly on a plane is observed as 60 degrees from a point on the same plane. There is a plane. Okay, let this the plane, horizontal plane. Now, angle of elevation of a top of a vertical tower situated perpendicularly on a plane. There is a vertical tower which is perpendicular to the plane what I have drawn horizontally. This vertical tower, I will call it as AB. The angle of elevation of the top is nothing but A. Situated vertically perpendicular on a plane is observed as 60 degrees from a point on the same plane. There is a point P on the same plane. Angle of elevation from here to here, this particular angle is 60 degrees. That is the meaning. Simple way of understanding. From another point to Q, 10 meter vertically above point P. That means 10 meter vertically above point P, there is another point Q. That means Question says this value is 10 meters. This distance PQ is 10 meters. The angle of depression of the foot of the tower is 30 degrees. Foot of the tower is nothing but B, right? This angle, this foot is nothing but B. Angle of depression is 30. That means if I draw a horizontal line here, this particular angle is 30, or in other words, this particular angle is 30 degrees. That is the meaning of it. Height of the tower is how much? Height of the tower, AB value. Tower is nothing but AB. AB value, please find out the value of AB, the question. Now see here, again a damn easy question, sir. A damn beautiful easy question. Beautiful question, but this point, intermediate point, I will call it as C. Now see here, if I start solving this question, if I take this triangle ABP, this is 90 degree entirely, this is 60 degree given in the question. So if this is 60 and if this is 90, this should definitely be 30 degrees, right? Yes. Opposite to 30, if I assume it as 1 unit, opposite to 30, if I assume it as 1 unit, opposite to 60, this entire AB value, opposite to 60 will entirely become root 3 unit. Opposite to 30, if it is 1, opposite to 60 entirely is root 3. That is for one triangle. If I take another triangle, let me take this triangle BQP. Here angle P is 90 degrees. This is 60, this is 30 degrees, and this should be 60 degrees. This should be 60 degrees. Same logic I would like to implement once again. Opposite to 30, if it is 1 unit. Opposite to 30, if it is 1 unit. Let me call this as 1 unit according to my assumption. Opposite to 60 will become root 3 in that case. That means this BP value will become root 3 in that case, right? It becomes root 3. Now, but according to the question, PQ value is not 1. PQ value is 10. 1 should become 10. Multiply by 10. This root 3 also multiply by 10. That means, can I say in simple language that opposite to 30, if it is 10 units, then opposite to 60, it should be 10 root 3 units. But can I also say that this BP value, it cannot be 1 and it cannot also be 10 root 3. It should be any of those one value. It should be either 1 or it should be 10 root 3. Let us convert this 1 into 10 root 3. That means I should multiply all these first triangle values. 1 is becoming 10 root 3. Multiply by 10 root 3. Root 3 also multiply by 10 root 3. Root 3 into 10 root 3 is, it is 10 into 3. Answer for this question is 30. That means this entire value already I got it as root 3 that time. Now I am converting to question. Question multiply by 10 root 3 according to the question. So 10 into 10 root 3, sorry 10 root 3 into root 3, it should become 30. AB value is what they are asking, and that is what I got here also. Simple logic, sir. Let us not at all make it complicated to spoil our understanding of problem solving. Very easy to implement. I hope the idea is clear. Why are you converting this 1 to 10 root 3? See, your age is 25 years, for example. Right now your age is 25 years. Your age at the same time cannot be 32 years also. Correct, right? Is it possible? Right now you are 25 years. At the same time you are also 32 years. Is that statement true, sir? That can definitely not happen. That can definitely not happen. Similarly, BP value, it cannot be 1 and it cannot also be 10 root 3 at the same time. Either it should be taken as 1 or it should be taken as 10 root 3. Convert 1 into 10 root 3. Sir, why can't we convert 10 root 3 into 1? That also can be done, but why did I not do that? Because it will come in fractions. I don't want fractions. 1 should become, 10 root 3 should become 1 means divide by 10 root 3. So for that it will be a fraction. So I thought instead of dividing it is easier to multiply. So 1 should become 10 root 3. This 1 is the value which I got from this triangle ABP. So all the values which I wrote for that same triangle ABP, multiply by this multiplying factor 10 root 3. The other value which I wrote for the triangle is root 3. That also multiply by 10 root 3. 10 root 3 into root 3 is 10 into 3, 30. Answer is 30. Simple way of solving. I hope you are understanding, sir. This is a point which you need to think about. You cannot be 25 years now, and at the same time is nothing but right now the present situation itself, you cannot also be 32 years. A same person cannot have two different years at the same time. Same distance, BP cannot have two different values at the same time. It should be made as one particular value, whichever you want, you like it. I hope the idea is clear for you people. Question number 33. Question number 33. Two ships are sailing in the sea on the two sides of a lighthouse. Okay, there is a lighthouse. Let me call this lighthouse as BD. Let me call this lighthouse as BD. Now, this is the lighthouse BD. This is one of the side of lighthouse. This is the other side of lighthouse. On two sides of lighthouse, two ships are sailing. There is a ship here. This ship is A. There is another ship here. This ship I will call it as C. Right? Two ships are sailing on the two sides of lighthouse. The angle of elevation of the top of the lighthouse is observed from the ships as observed from the ships are 30 degrees and 45 degrees respectively. This particular angle, if I draw a horizontal line here, this particular angle is 30 degrees. This particular angle is 45 degrees according to the question. Next, continue the question. If the lighthouse is 100 meter high, according to the question, BD value is 100 meter. Lighthouse is BD. The distance between two ships is how much? This is the first ship A. This is the second ship C. The distance AC is what they are asking you in the question. Same logic I would definitely love to implement again. Now, can I say that this is 30 degrees. This is 30. This is 90 degrees. This should be 60 degrees. According to my assumption, opposite to 30, if I assume it as 1 unit, that means if I assume BD value as 1 unit, opposite to 60, that means AB value will become root 3 units. Similarly, opposite, this is 90, this is 45, this also will be 45 degrees. Opposite to 45, if it is 1 unit, opposite to this 45 is also 1 unit. This also will act as 1 unit, right? This also will act as 1 unit. That means BC value also will act as 1 unit. That means, can I say that according to my assumption, BD value is, according to my assumption, BD value is 1 unit, but according to the question, BD value is 100 meters. 1 should become 100, multiply by 100. Similarly, according to my assumption, AC value is from here to here root 3, from here to here 1. According to my assumption, AC is root 3 plus 1. According to the question, how much they are asking? If this value is multiplied by 100, this also should be multiplied by 100. Answer is 100 into root 3 plus 1. This should be the answer. Anyway, the answers are given in terms of whole numbers. 100 into root 3 plus 1. Root 3 value is 1.73 plus 1. So it is 173 plus 100. Answer is approximately 273 meters, which is my third option. These are all very easy, sir. Similar kind of question, whatever I have solved right now for a question on what is that lighthouse. Let me solve another question which is of similar kind, right? Which is of similar kind. Let us solve this question which is of similar kind for you people, so that you will understand that these questions can be solved so beautifully, so easily, without much of difficulty. And that is what I am trying to teach you people. Without much of difficulty, I want you people to solve all these questions, so that these questions will simplify to the greater extent in your examinations, which is more important, and thereby we cannot escape from solving these questions. in the examination, and definitely these questions are very very important in your examination. Let me solve this question right now. Two persons are on either sides of a tower of height 50 meter. There is a tower. I will call this tower as AB. There is a tower AB. Height of this tower AB value is given in the question as 50 meters. The persons observe, okay, two persons are on either sides of a tower. This person is person C. There is another person, I will call it as person D. Next, this is the first point. Next, the person observe the top of tower at an angle of elevation of 30 degrees. This particular angle is 30 degrees and 60 degrees. This particular angle of elevation is nothing but 60 degrees. If a car crosses these two persons in 10 seconds, if a car crosses these two persons in 10 seconds, what is the speed of the car? If a car crosses these two persons in 10 seconds, what is the speed of the car is the question. Now see here, sir, same logic. That means there is a car. The car will pass these two persons. First person is person C, second person is person D. That means car is passing both the persons, means it should pass through point C, it should pass through point D. That means car is traveling from C to D, right? Car is traveling from C to D means car is passing person C, it is also crossing person D. That is the meaning of it. Now this, how much time is taken to cross from C to D? They are saying that it is taking 10 seconds according to the question, right? It is given as they are saying that it is taken as 10 seconds to cross from C to D. What is the speed of the car? Now first of all, can I say that the value is given in terms of seconds, but the answer options are given in terms of hours. That second to hour conversions we will do it at the end, right? We will do it at the end. That is point number one. Second point is how to find the speed of the car. Speed is nothing but distance by time, right? Speed is nothing but distance by time. Now distance is nothing but distance traveled by the car from point C to point D. That is the distance. Time is given in the question as 10 seconds. Let us convert it to hours later on. That is not a big deal. Time is given in the question as 10 seconds. Now speed can be easily found out if I know the distance from C to D. Now attack the way you were doing earlier. This is 90 degrees. This is 90 degrees. This is 30 degrees. So this should be remaining 60 degrees. Similarly, this is 60 degrees. This is 90 degrees. This should be remaining 30 degrees. Same logic. You take any one triangle at a point, at a time. Suppose if I take this triangle ABC. If I take this triangle, this is 30. Opposite to 30. If I assume it as 1 unit, that means if AB value is assumed as 1 unit, opposite to 60 will be assumed as root 3. That means this value will become root 3 units. Similarly, opposite to 30, if I assume as 1 unit, if 30 BD value is assumed as 1 unit, opposite to 60, this will become root 3 unit. That means this is 1 fixed already. It is fixed as 1 already, but it should become root 3. Multiply by root 3, right? Multiply by root 3. If you are multiplying 1 by root 3, this root 3 also should be multiplied by root 3. That means BC value according to my assumption is 3. BD value according to my assumption is 1. That means total distance according to my assumption is from C to D, it is 4 units. Similarly, total distance from A to B, it is root 3 units according to my assumption. Let me understand like this, sir. According to my assumption, AB value is root 3 units. Similarly, according to the question, AB value is 50. Root 3 should become 50. Multiply by 50 divided by root 3. Similarly, according to my assumption, CD value is From C to D it is 3 plus 1 4 units. CD value is 4 units according to my assumption, according to the question how much they are asking. So this 4 also multiply by 50 by root 3. That means CD value is 4 into 50 is 200. 200 by root 3. 200 by root 3 is nothing but the distance from C to D. Now they are asking you speed. Speed is nothing but distance by time. Distance traveled by, okay, let me write it. Speed is nothing but distance by time. Distance traveled from C to D, it is 200 by root 3. 200 by root 3 only, right sir? Yes. Distance traveled from C to D is 200 by root 3, and this is multiplied by time. Time is nothing but 10 seconds, but I want to convert in terms of hours. I want to convert it in terms of hours. Let me write it later on, that hours part. This is 10 seconds anyway, right? This is 10 seconds. So this becomes 20 divided by root 3. 20 divided by root 3 meters per second. Convert it to kilometers per hour. 20 divided by root 3 into 18 by 5. Into 18 by 5 kilometers per hour. I hope you are able to get the logic. 20 divided by root 3 into 18 by 5 kilometers per hour. 5 into 1, 5 into 4. 18 into 4 is 72. Answer is 72 by root 3, because I do not want sir to be in the denominator. Multiply and divide by root 3. This is 72 root 3 divided by 3. 3 into 1, 3 into 24. Final answer is 24 root 3 kilometers per hour. A beautiful question which can be solved by using this method of method 2, and thereby getting the answer by ratio method instead of solving by using traditional way of solving. Speed of the car is what they are asking. Speed is nothing but distance by time. Time is already given in the question as 10 seconds, which is nothing but 10 by 60 or whatever. Let us convert it to 18 by 5 kilometers per hour later on. 8 by multiplying by 18 by 5, and distance is what we need to find, which is traveled from C to D, and that is what we got in the question as 200 by root 3. So final answer will be 72 by root 3, or multiply and divide by third root 3. It is 72 root 3 by 3. 72 by 3 is 24. Answer is 24 root 3 in terms of kilometers per hour. So answer for our question is option A. I hope the idea is very, very clear for you people, sir. Next question. Next question. Again, it's a very, very beautiful question, sir. Listen to this question very carefully, sir. Your question is: a man on the top of a vertical observation tower observes a car moving at an uniform speed coming directly towards it. That means, can I say that there is a vertical tower? Let us do statement by statement. There is a vertical tower which I will name it as AB. Read the first statement once again, sir. A man on the top of a vertical observation tower. A man, there is a man who is standing at point A, observes a car moving at a uniform speed coming directly towards it. That means there is a car at point D. This car is coming towards the tower like this, right? This car is coming towards the tower like this. If it takes 8 minutes for the angle of depression to change from 30 degree to 45 degrees. That means the man who is standing at point A initially observed this car at point D. It was actually 30 degree angle of depression at that time, and the car kept on moving like this in this direction towards B. When the car is moving towards B like this, at some point he will see the car again. it will take, let me call this point as point C for example. It will, the angle of depression at this point right now at point C is 45 degrees, and it is given in the question that if it takes 8 minutes for the angle of depression to change from 30 to 45 degrees, initially at point D it was 30 degrees, now at point C it is 45 degrees. That means the car has traveled from D to C. The car has traveled from D to C and it has taken 8 minutes. It has taken 8 minutes to travel from D to C. The car has taken 8 minutes to travel from point D to point C. That is the meaning of it. How soon after this will the car reach the observation tower? That means how much time it will take to travel from C to B is your question. How much time it will take to travel from C to B is your question. Now see here, sir. Can I say that C to B time is asked? Time is nothing but distance by speed. Time is nothing but distance by speed. Let us find out the time after some time. That is actually what is asked in the question. Now see here. Step by step we will solve it so easily and beautifully, sir. The time taken from B to C is what I am trying, or C to B is what I am trying. Time taken from C to B is what I am interested in finding. Now if I take this triangle, this is 30 degrees, this is 90 degrees, so the entire angle A should be 60 degrees. According to my assumption, opposite to 30 AB, if I assume it as 1 unit, opposite to 60, which is nothing but BD, this entire BD value will become root 3 units. Entire BD value will become root 3 units. Similarly, this triangle ABC, if I take opposite to 45, if it is 1 unit, this also will be 45. Opposite to this 45 will also be 1 unit. That means entire is root 3. This value is 1. So CD value is, out of total root 3, remove that 1. CD value is root 3 minus 1. That means, can I say that the car initially was at point D. The car initially was at point D and it took 8 seconds. After 8 seconds it is at point C. That means time taken from D to C is 8 seconds. Distance from D to C is root 3 minus 1. So speed of car is nothing but given by distance traveled from D to C divided by time taken from D to C. Distance traveled from D to C is root 3 minus 1. Time taken from D to C is 8 minutes. So speed of the car is root 3 minus 1 divided by 8. This is what I can find it. Speed of the car is root 3 minus 1 divided by 8. Now, the speed of the car is the same because it is given that it is uniform speed. So, to travel from C to B also it is traveling at the same speed of root 3 minus 1 divided by 8. Now, speed of the car from C to B is distance traveled from C to B divided by time taken from C to B. But I require time. Time taken from C to B is distance traveled from C to B divided by speed from C to B. Distance traveled from C to B is nothing but 1 unit divided by speed from C to B. Speed remains the same as root 3 minus 1 divided by 8. Speed is root 3 minus 1 divided by 8. So time taken from C to B is 8 divided by root 3 minus 1. 8 divided by root 3 is 1.73 minus 1. It is 0.73. 8 divided by 0.73 can also be written as 800 divided by 73 minutes. This can be further written as, this is 73. 73 into 10 is 730. So remaining is 70. 73, 10 70 by 73 minutes. This is also nothing but equal to 10 minutes. And 70 by 73 minutes. 70 by 73 minutes is approximately from the answer options also you can check. There is only one option which is having 10 minutes. So that should be the answer anyway. So anyway 70 by 73 into 60 seconds can be written as 57 seconds. Answer for this beautiful question is 10 minutes and 57 seconds. Approach will still remain the same for each and every question if you know this kind of beautiful methodology to be implemented. I hope the idea is very clear for you people, sir. Next question. Don't assume that these questions are difficult just by looking the length of the question. If the length of the question is longer, that does not mean that question is difficult. These are all very easy once you understand the logic to be solved, sir. Please read this question. Your question is, a man is watching from the top of a tower a boat speeding away from the tower. That means there is a tower. Let me write statement by statement. Let me draw it again. There is a tower. There is a tower which they are saying. Now, there is a tower. I will name that tower as AB. A man is watching from the top of the tower A. A boat speeding away from the tower. That means there is a boat at this point called as C. Initially, the boat is at point C. Like that means initially it is at point C. He saw it when it is at point C, and he also observed that the boat is moving away from the tower like this. It is moving away from that point C like this in this right side direction. The boat makes an angle of depression of 45 degree with the man's eye when at a distance of 100 meters from the tower. That means initially when it was at a distance of 100 meters from the tower, the boat makes an angle of depression of how much? It is given as 45 degrees, right? The boat makes an angle of depression of 45 degrees. Next, after 10 seconds, the angle of depression becomes 30 degrees. That means the boat started moving in this direction like this, and somewhere at point D, that means after 10 seconds has been completed from C to D, the boat has traveled from C to D for 10 seconds. At that point, the angle of depression of the man from the top of the tower is nothing but 30 degrees. What is the approximate speed of the boat? Assuming that it is running in still water, what is the approximate speed of the boat? Assuming that the boat is moving in still water, angle B is nothing but 90 degrees. Now see here, same logic, sir. These are all very beautiful questions which are questions based on speed. Now see here, if I take this smaller triangle, ABC, this is 45 degrees, this is 90 degrees, so this should be 45 degrees. Opposite to this 45, it is already given as 100 units in the question. So opposite to this 45 also should be 100 units. That means AB value is 100 units according to my question or assumption. Anyway, according to question itself, because this is 100 which is given according to question. Similarly, if I take the bigger triangle ABD, opposite to 30, if it is 1 unit, then opposite to 60, it will be root 3. That means this entire BD value, if AB is 1 unit, BD is root 3, but AB is not 1, AB is 100, so BD should be 100 root 3. That means entire value from B to D is 100 root 3, BD value is 100 root 3, BC value is 100. That means the CD value should be out of 100 root 3, remove that 100 root 3 minus 100. So CD value is 100 times of root 3 minus 1, or in other language 100 into root 3 is 1.73. 1.73 into 100 1.73 into 100 is how much? It is 173 minus 100. It is 73. It is in meters per second. Sorry, sir. 1.73. It is 173 only. Correct, right, sir? Yes. 1.73 minus 1. Okay, let me do it anyway. Anyway, it will give you the same answer for you people. So 1.732 if I take, so it becomes 7.3 meters per second. CD value is 7.3 meters per second. But this is nothing but CD value. But I wanted the speed of the boat. Speed. To travel from C to D, it is taking 10 seconds. To travel from C to D, it has traveled a distance of 7.3 meters. It has traveled a distance of 7.3 meters, right? 7.3, not 7.3, right, sir? It should be 73 if I am not wrong. 1.73 is root 3. 1.73 into 100, it is 173. 173 minus 100, it is 73. So CD value is 73 meters, right? CD value is 73 meters. So speed is nothing but distance traveled from C to D is 73 meters. Time taken from C to D 10 seconds. 73 by 10 meters per second, or it is 7.3 meters per second. But all the answer options are in terms of kilometers per hour. Convert it to kilometers per hour. 7.3 into 18 by 5 kilometers per hour. If I simplify further, this can be written as 73 divided by 18 by 50 kilometers per hour. Approximately 73 can be written as 72. These are all approximately I am finding. Divided by 50. 2 into 25. 2 into 36. Again what I will do is, I will assume this 25 as 24. If I assume it as 24 approximately, 12 into 2, 12 into 3, 2 into 1, 2 into 9, 9 into 3. Approximately answer should be 27 kilometers per hour, which from your answer options are nothing but 26.28 kilometers per hour. If you observe all the other options, definitely other options will definitely not be very close to 27 kilometers per hour. 32 is too much away. 31 is too much away. 24 is also less than 27. The option, only one option will definitely be given, which is closer to 27. Don't think that what if another option is there closer to 27. That will not be a possibility, sir. I am damn sure about it. Because whenever question is asking you the approximate value, always the answer options will be little away from each other, which we also have discussed very much in detail in approximation topic. That means simplification topic. I have discussed the topic in detail. What if the answer options are not away? What if the answer options are very closer? All those things I have discussed in detail in that particular topic. I hope this particular question on heights and distances is clear for you people. Excuse me. Next question. The top of a 15-meter high tower. That means there is a tower. I will name the tower as AB. Question says the height of this tower is 15 meters. Okay, that we understood. The top of a 15-meter high tower, top is A, makes an angle of elevation of 60 degrees with the bottom of a electronic pole. There is an electronic pole. That electronic pole I will call it as CD. The bottom of this electronic pole is D. The angle between A and D, angle of elevation, it is given as how much? Given as 60 degrees. Similarly, angle of elevation of 30 degrees with the top of the pole. That means this top of this tower is making an angle of elevation of 30 degrees with the top of the electronic pole. This particular angle is given as 30 degrees. This, let me call it as some point. Let me call that point as point E. Next, what is the height of the electric pole? Electric pole CD value. The height of this CD is what they are asking. CD value is what they are asking you in the question. This is a right angle triangle. This again is a right angle triangle. Now you take any right angle triangle of your choice initially, whichever you want you can take it. Suppose if I take opposite to 30 degrees AE value as 1 unit, then opposite to 60, this entire angle will become 60 in that case. Opposite to 60, EC value will become root 3 units in that case, and that EC value is absolutely same as BD value. EC and BD according to my assumption is root 3. Now that is for a bigger triangle. Smaller triangle. If I take this another triangle bigger, ABD, angle given is 60. If this is 60, this will be 90 and this angle will be 30. Opposite to 30, if I take it as 1, that means this according to this triangle it is 1, but already it is fixed as root 3. 1 should become root 3, or in other words, if it's a 30, 60, 90 degree triangle, opposite to 30 if it is 1, opposite to 60 is root 3, but opposite to 30 is already fixed here as root 3. So make this 1 as root 3. 1 into root 3 is root 3. Root 3 into root 3. Opposite to 60 should be 3. In simple language, I have solved many questions with root 3 and 3 also already. Opposite to 30 if it is root 3. Opposite to 60, this entire value should be 3. AB entirely is 3. AE is 1. EB should be remaining 2. Right? EB should be remaining 2. But according to the question, AB value is not 3. AB value is 15. 3 into 5 is 15. According to the question, EB value should not be 2. The 2 also should be multiplied by 5. Answer is 2 into 5, 10 meters. Simple way, right, sir? You will make it complicated if you don't know such beautiful approaches to be implemented. Simple. There is no great deal in saying a statement of such kind. If you don't know this kind of method, if you do not practice, you will definitely make it difficult in your exam. Very, very straightforward statement. I hope the idea of solving this kind of questions is very, very clear. Let us solve one question quickly, which is a very easy question by now. I believe that this question should be very easy for you people. Let us solve this question in a most easiest way possible. See here, sir. A balloon leaves the earth at point A. This is a very easy question, sir. There is a point A which is on the earth. A balloon leaves the earth at point A and rises vertically at a uniform speed. It will rise vertically like this. At the end of 2 minutes, John finds the angular elevation of the balloon as 60 degrees. There is some point on the ground C. This point I will call it as B for balloon. Balloon is at the point B right now. Angular elevation from point C at the end of 2 minutes is 60 degrees, right? It is 60 degrees. That is what is given in the question. This will be vertical 90. So this will be 30 degrees. Now, if the point at which John is standing is 150 meter away from point A, this AC value according to the question is 150 meter. What is the speed of the balloon? It's a very easy question. See here, very small triangle is what we have drawn in this question. Very easy to be solved. Now, can I say that according to 30, if I assume this value as 1 unit, according to 60 it will be root 3 unit, but it is not 1, it is 150. Multiply by 150, multiply by 150. Now, can I say that balloon initially was at point A, now it is at point B. That means it has traveled a distance of 150 root 3 units. Speed of the balloon is what they are asking. Speed is nothing but distance traveled by balloon. Distance traveled by balloon is 150 root 3 units divided by time taken by balloon. Now this 150 root 3 is in meters or some unit. It is in meters only because 150 meters is given here, right? Next, Time taken by balloon, it is given that it is in end of 2 minutes, but all the answer options right now, this 150 root 3 is in meters, this time taken is in 2 minutes, but the question answer options are given in terms of meters per second. Convert that 2 minutes into seconds. 2 minutes is nothing but 120 seconds. Over your answer. This is 30 into 4. This is 30 into 5. It is 5 by 4. 5 by 4 is nothing but 1.25 into root 3. 1.25 into root 3 is nothing but 1.73. 1.25 into 1.73. It is 2.16 meters per second. Answer for this question is 2.16 meters. Sir, one small doubt, sir. I understood the problem. I understood the solution also. But in the last step, I am little skeptical about multiplying these two values. I did not understand how easily you got this 1.25 into 1.73 as 2.16. Can you please also guide me how you got it so beautifully? No, sir. I actually did not multiply 1.25 into 1.73 in this case, but I used a smarter approach of looking into the answer options. If I am looking into the answer options continuously, those are the biggest clues. Why? Because suppose I want to multiply 1.25 into 1.73. Forget about 1.73, sir. Assume this 1.73 as a 2. Let me make our calculation simpler. 1.73, I am making it a higher value approximating to 2. 1.25 into 2 is 2.5. Answer should be closer to 2.5, but actual number is 1.73. So 1.73 means the answer should be less than 2.5. If you observe the answer options, 0.63 is too much greater than 2.5. Sorry, too much less than 2.5. 3.87 is greater than 2.5. 0.72 is also too much less than 2.5. Answer should be 2.16. Did I multiply these two values and get the answer as 2.16? Definitely no. Definitely no, sir. This is exactly the reason I kept on saying in so many classes and so many topics of mine that keep an eye on answer options. There should be an eye. Like the way in each and every problem there is an eye on some object with an angle of elevation or an angle of depression. You should also have an angle of elevation or an angle of depression or whatever it is, and keep an eye on your answer options. Answer options will definitely be the biggest clue in so many cases. Please make use of answer options so that you will be smarter in eliminating so many beautiful other options also, and thereby solve that question easily. I hope the idea is very clear for you people, sir.